What is the, like nowadays, for those kids who are grown in cities? There are like many, almost the majority of the world now. And how do you think we can make them value nature and value the economy of nature and make what we believe is the democracy of nature? Because they don't have nature.
You know, we are sitting in a place where that kind of opportunity has been created, not just for the children,
Yeah.
but for women.
Yes.
And that was the launch of Amara Seeds. Yeah. And how do you, in a world that is divided, and nature, there's been nature deprivation
Yeah.
of such large numbers, and that is an intent. Google, I'm sure you don't know, Google is now in life sciences. Google, which does search engines and your Gmail, in 2015, they jumped into living systems. So one of the deficiencies when we don't grow good food is iron, anemia.
Yeah.
So what does Google want to do? They want to put nanoparticles into our blood,
Yeah.
which will just puncture all our organisms. But the slogan of the man who heads that unit said, we have to defeat Mother Nature. And that attitude, that we have to extinguish nature, we have to
Yeah.
prevent people from having access to nature, providing them with their humanity, providing them with their needs, that is the agenda. That's why so many peasants are uprooted all the time. It's a design. It's a
Yes.
design of alienating us from our life forces and our life sources. So here we are, where children come, where mothers come, and we have to create these relationships and possibilities. We have to create spaces in different ways. There can't be one way in which we do it. Brazil, it'll have to be different.
Yeah.
In India, it'll have to be different. Navdanya tries to do that. That we work with schools, and with
Okay.
schools as well as women who've lost their husbands, and we ask people to grow gardens of hope. In Delhi, there are schools that have not even an inch of soil, but they grow pots, and they've got gardens on their terraces. Because if you are imaginative,
Yeah. Of
you can
course.
start finding. And there's so many places where children's gardens are coming up, not only because it's an important source of healthy food, but especially during COVID.
Yeah.
People realize that kids being locked in and sitting online classes, they were really going crazy.
Of course.
Now, the other day I was in a very big meeting on the high level new technology of online learning for everyone, that there won't be teachers.
Okay.
That's what Mr. Gates is imagining, that children would sit in front of their computers, and there'll be robotic teachers giving them classes, and then they're talking about, and you don't need to know any one thing. For 6 months this will be the fashion, you learn that and sell your skill. But then 3 months later something else will be needed, then you learn another thing. But this is not learning.
Yeah,
Learning,
that's
education
like-
is to cultivate
Yeah.
the potential in you. But while I was talking, to all these people who were thinking the future is, these pieces of skill building, no knowledge, no education. And I talked to them. I said, you've seen in 2 months of lockdown what has happened to the children. Do you want this permanent? I said, we believe nature is the most important teacher. And immediately it was very funny. These big tech guys suddenly said, yes, we'll have to find ways to have children reconnect to nature.
Oh my God.
So on the one hand they're saying escape
Yeah.
from nature, escape from nature. On the other hand they're saying we'll have to. And that's why the more we know about how important it is to know we are part of nature, the more we must talk about it, the more we must spread the word. And it's not just about the food we eat, it's about how our brain functions.